Welcome, guys, to the daily analysis for April 14th. So, yesterday was just another day in this move up that was started last Wednesday. And obviously, the QQQ chart on the daily chart looks very impressive, but this wick to around 626 wasn't real. That's some data error from TradingView, as you guys can see. However, we did get a strong move up yesterday. So, you all already know we don't really have any major events this week. We have PPI today, and then that would be it. It's OPEX week. We had bad news from over the weekend, but you guys can see that bad news didn't really make much of a dent. Markets bought it up right away yesterday, bought the gap down. We didn't even go below the 21 HMA. All right. So we stayed mostly in the neutral area and then went bullish, both on QQQ and SPY. So the idea that market is already ignoring bad news, it's good stuff. All right. And that's it. That's all we have to think about. So after 3 days of sideways action in QQQ, yesterday we broke higher, same for SPY. How does that look on the hourly charts for today? Again, apart from PPI, not any major news events. Whatever comes out of Iran, US situation, that's it. But the market has already started to ignore it. We do have bank earnings coming out before open as well. All right, so on the hourly charts yesterday, you guys can see we had this first leg up, the 9 MA trend, and then we made a 21 MA box and then broke out of that yesterday in the lunch period. So this is where the breakout was. We have only made the first higher high yet. Price has not gone below the lows of previous hourly candles. So today we are likely going to have a higher low. All right, so today we are likely going to have a higher low. Obviously, price seems to be gapping up right now. That can change with PPI. What we can see on the daily charts is yesterday we broke above a major resistance. All right, we broke above the 616 area. And we are gapping up to above 618 area. So this entire range of 616 to 618 was crucial. This is the area, this is the resistance that held us below it the entire Feb. And the fact that we are getting above it, as long as we hold above it, the path to 626 starts. All right, so today, with this gap up, again, even if it gets filled, as long as we hold above 616, so above 616 to 618 area, the path of least resistance is higher, and it's all the way until 627, and it can happen fast. All right, just something to keep in mind. On the hourly charts, what does it look like? We are in an uptrend. We are yet to make a first higher high. So once price makes a first higher high, we can get a higher low. And then the bounce from that will be the easiest scalp for today. We'll discuss more in the game plan. But as long as we hold above the 616 to 618 area, the path of least resistance is higher. The levels on the upside, again, the neutral territory. This is your neutral territory, anywhere from the breakout spot, around here, anywhere from this breakout spot until 616 area is your neutral territory. As long as we hold above it, bulls are in control. Above 616, the path of least resistance is higher to 618, 622, 625, and so on. Only below this area around 612 can we say we go lower to 609, 606, and so on. All right, so those are your levels for QQQ. What about SPY? SPY also, it's breaking above that 686 level, which was crucial this entire consolidation. As long as we hold above 686, the path of least resistance is higher to 689, 692, and then 695. Below 686, we have 683 and 680 and so on. So what's our neutral territory for today? It's this 683 until, I would say, the breakout spot of 680. So 680 to 683 is neutral. Below 680, we can go lower to 677, 674, and so on.